Hello Collective, Elsie here to do a reading for you. Just because I love you. Thanks for coming here and clicking here. I do appreciate you. I am just going to do a reading for the collective energies. I will call up the signs and symbols as I see I need to, and you can decide if this is your reading. Here we go. Energies that be right now. I do not date these. They don't have any dates. My readings, I trust you'll find them when you need them. All right, here we go. Collective energy, please. What's going on with the collective? All right, we've got my greatest spiritual shift doesn't come through force. They come through freedom. My greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force. They come through freedom. And I feel like what it's saying there is that you can be free. You are free to make a choice. I feel that so they don't come through force. So nothing can be forced. Things that are not supposed to happen are not supposed to happen, collective. And I feel like if you force those things, that those are not things that are actually in your best interest, because whatever you chase runs away. That's the truth. Yeah, you need to break free. It comes through freedom. The freedom that you give somebody else to leave your life, and then that gives them the choice to show back up again for you if they want to. And the freedom of you letting them go and you just being who you are. That is all freedom. Some of you may be looking for freedom. Some of you may need a spiritual shift, and realizing that you're waiting, that you're sort of in the position to wait for a shift, that there isn't anything that you can do, because if you try and force it, it's not going to work. It's going to end badly. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Again, I feel like a card of release, because people come to you through freedom. The freedom of being able to come to you and leave you whenever they need. Not that you're going to guilt them into staying. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like you are crossing bridges, collective. You're making decisions for you. It is time for you to heal, if it's abandonment issues or being rejected, if that's what you need to heal, or mend, or you need to release. Because I feel like release is in both of these cards. It says my greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force. They come through freedom. And freedom is release. And so I feel like we've got crossing bridges here. That you're crossing the bridge. Oh, that's a Seal song, isn't it? Crossing the bridge of lessons I've learned. I'm just trying to think of the, I might come to it. Crossing the bridge of lessons I've learned. Some of you could be walking away from something that is quite profound in your life, because I feel like that song, Life Carries On, or Life Goes On, I feel like that song from Seal is about losing someone, to the next life. But I feel as though that for you, it's about letting go. Yeah, I feel like this is about, you need to let go and go across the bridge for lessons to be learned. And I feel like where you're going, there's freedom. And you've realized the freedom of letting go is that person or that situation has the ability to come back whenever it's time, whenever it's divine timing. And we could be talking about a soulmate. To be fair, we could be talking about a soulmate. Interesting. All right. They come through freedom. This person comes to you because you've let them go. So for those of you who are thinking about a soulmate that you haven't seen yet, that the reason this person will come back is because they feel like they're free to do so. Not because you coerced them, not because you tried to hold on to them. I feel like you did let them go. And so that's why they're going to choose to come back, because you've already been over the bridge of lessons to be learned here. Wow. That's exactly what it is. Look at that. We've got judgment, right? Yeah, judgment. They come through freedom. This person feels free to come back, to try and resurrect what this is. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be, but a soulmate can be platonic as well, understand, right? It can be, soulmates come in many forms, right? Brother, sister, mother, father. This could be a romantic read for you, but please take it whatever way it's resonating for you. My greatest spiritual shift doesn't come through force. So you can't force anybody. It comes through freedom. You've let somebody go, collective, and they're about to come back because you let them go. Now, for those of you who are like, I don't want the person from the past, that's fine. Do what you got to do. Turn your back. I don't really care. It's up to you. That's what this is all about. You making decisions for you, right? But I feel like for those of you who have been waiting for this person to come back, I feel it's because you let them go or cut them free that they're choosing to come back. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. We have the 5 of Cups. You have some regret over the way something happened in the past. That this letting go or cutting away, or whoever let go of whoever first, it's really been a terrible experience for you, but you're not letting it go because you think that there's still love there, right? You're not letting it go because you feel like there is still love to be had here. Looking into the past, I feel like for some of you, this is someone that you let go. It doesn't feel like there's any romance here, though. It feels like it's someone that you let go from your life, and you didn't chase them. And because you didn't, they're about to come back. We've got the Chariot. They're about to come back. This person could live at a distance. Maybe they don't, but they could. I feel like you are going to get victory with this soulmate, and it's because you learned the art of letting go. That's really beautiful. We've got card number 41 here, and I feel like you haven't been speaking with the soulmate. I feel 4 and 1 is 5, and 5s are about lack, lack of love, possibly lack of communication, being on the outside, looking in on someone's life. I feel like you're about to become part of someone's life. There's a Chariot's here. Cancer energy. I feel like, and Cancer and Pisces here, Cancer, Pisces and Virgo. That's what I wanted to say. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to be able to allow this person back in your life after cutting them away, cutting them free, and turning your back. I feel like it's time for things to resume. And it's because it's divine timing, right? It's time for judgment. And it's time for, I feel like you've realized what you did wrong in the situation. I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but it can't always be the other person. I feel like whatever the situation transpired or how it did, that you handled it in the correct way. That's what I feel. You handled it in the correct way, and you decided to look within first, because it says here, it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So it's not necessarily about another person. I feel like this is about you crossing the bridge, or bridging a gap between you and someone else that you kindly let go. They exited your life and you let them be there. You just let them be. Good for you. There we go. Second time. Second time's a charm, or is that the third time? Because I feel that there's always been love here. I feel like you love this person. Again, this could be, for some of you, could be platonic love, but now I feel like there's some sort of romantic love here. I feel like that somebody has chosen you as the partner that they want to give the cup to. And the reason that they're coming back is because you let them go and you didn't chase. You just let them do what they needed to do to be them. But I feel like whatever you have regret about, you are going to be healing that connection, because you're crossing that bridge of lessons I've learned. Why can't I think of those playing with fire but not getting burned? Time is the space between me and you, but life carries on. I think that those are, you'll have to listen to Seal. I'm just getting head to toe chills. It's a song by Seal. It's really beautiful. Yeah. I feel like that's what you did. Life carried on, collective. You just continued to to carry on your life in the way that you thought that you should. Maybe you're working a lot. Maybe you're becoming financially balanced or trying to figure out your finances and just taking care of business, taking care of you. Even though you had this feeling in the back of your mind about this person, there wasn't anything you could do about it. So you just decided to let them stay silent, let them look at you from the outside looking in. I feel like you do want victory in this soulmate connection here. Queen of Wands. Sorry, just listening. On the outside looking in, but I want to take charge. I want to move forward. I know we have different ideas about who we are, who other people are. Maybe you have different ideas about me and I. Maybe we're not the same. Maybe we're very opposite. Yeah. Maybe we're super opposite of each other, but I feel like there can be a victory here because I feel like you are the Queen of Wands. I feel like you will do what you want to do and you'll be honest with me when you want to do those things. It feels like there is somebody here that's coming back to talk about it. That maybe in the past you looked like someone who did things impulsively and didn't think things through. Maybe that's what you looked like to them, but I feel like they've realized now that you actually had a purpose. There was a method to your madness. You knew what you were doing, or you were listening to the universe and following the path. And so you queen up here. That's what I feel. Whether you're masculine or feminine, I feel like you queen up and you're the one that's taking care of business. We also could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This could be two people. Yeah. What are we doing next? Okay. Let's look at a mirror just to throw a few cards. Let's see what they say. Right? Long distance, right? It feels like you two live a distance from each other. It could be overseas, absolutely. Could be over land. That might be a reason why you're not talking. Maybe you decided you didn't want to do the long-term relationship and you just let it go. This person is someone who you might know from work. But also this person might be someone who is a professional. For some of you, you could be dealing with a feminine who is a professional, who you met in the workplace or maybe at school. Someone who is very educated, and that is part of their profession, being educated. They are someone you could have met in the workplace. I don't necessarily feel like you're workplace people, though. I don't feel like you're still in the workplace. I feel like it's someone that you may have may have met in the workplace, and then you just haven't seen them again for a while. But you're still thinking about them and wondering if they're coming by. I feel like you have been focused on your wealth and money, finances, and open relationship. Maybe you've been dating. It says open relationship, no commitment, casual, and openness. That tells me dating. It doesn't tell me that that you're in a relationship where everybody is doing their own thing sexually. I think that this is no commitment. You're not making a commitment to anybody, but I think it's because you already feel like this person's coming back, collective. That's what it feels like. You already have a feeling that this person is coming back. For some of you, it could be someone who is darker hair, very focused, maybe an intense kind of person. But I don't think that you have really stuck yourself to anyone because I think that you are thinking about this person coming back, or you just didn't have any interest in anyone else and you thought, well, maybe this person will come back. I think they are. And I think it's because you cut them away, because you let them be and you let them do their own thing. Tell me about the Judgment and the Two of Cups, because love's coming back around. I'm just saying. Love's coming back around, and it's coming from someone who wasn't very honest with you. Yeah. Someone who's in the Seven of Swords. Someone who is hiding their feelings from you and how they really felt. They always intended on coming forward, but you cut them away and they had to go do things, and so they did. But the reason that they're coming back is because you did let them go. They are coming back through freedom. We have the Four of Swords. So I feel like there is some healing here. I feel like you do go through this here. It says healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. I feel like you go across the bridge of lessons to learn. Playing with fire without getting burned. You may be dating or making sharp moves in your business, making money, becoming financially well off, financially stable anyway. You don't really have need for anything. And I think it's all because of this healing. You're healing the past. You're healing how you felt in the past. You're healing this whole situation where you know love is here, but you must heal the self first. And I think that's what you're doing. Four of Swords is about healing. I still think there's no communication between you and somebody else. The soulmate, in fact. That's what it feels like. There we go. There it is. Somebody coming in, right? Somebody who is getting in their chariot, getting in their vehicle, maybe their plane, train, or automobile. I don't care how they're getting to you, but somebody is making a decision, a quick decision to move forward, to move into the future with you. And I feel it's because they see you as this Queen of Wands who doesn't listen to others, who doesn't take, I always say, when people tell me what they think I should be doing in my life, I'll take that under advisement, right? And absolutely, I always take everything people say under advisement, but I don't always decide to do the things that they have suggested. I'll take it under advisement and I'll think about it. Absolutely, it might add to my life, but I feel like the Queen of Wands is just that. I feel like somebody has seen that you now have stability or that you're stable. And I feel like somebody in the near future is coming forward, someone who is a soulmate. And the Knight of Swords is here to say that this is probably going to go off, probably going to crack off pretty quick. This person, oh boy, just say, this person is someone who wants to begin again. Yep. It is the person that you cut free. When they left, you decided not to chase them. Didn't text them, didn't call them. You said, okay, fare thee well. Take care of yourself. Or maybe it was silent because I don't think there's any communication. Maybe you just decided to turn your back on the whole thing for now. Because understand, turning your back on the whole thing doesn't have to be a permanent thing. But everybody's always obsessed with the beginning and the end and never what's in the middle. You don't have to say yes or no. Just because you're not healed yet, maybe it's not a not for now. Maybe that's what it is, right? But I feel like this person is coming for you because they see that you are their happiness and that you are happy in general within yourself. And that's why when this new path opens, I feel like the happiness that comes to you is that somebody is finally honest with you about their feelings. Yeah, it's the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, I wasn't showing it to you. I couldn't show it to you. The feelings I had were too many. The Nine of Cups, that's almost 10 of Cups. This person has so much emotion for you, it's crazy. And then we have the Knight of Wands. They're incredibly attracted to you, but trying to hold themselves back. We have the Four of Wands. They're coming in because they want you. They know there's competition. 4 and 1 is 5 for the Wands. There's competition for you. They also have a little bit of indecision about how you're going to react to them telling you that they think that you are their wish fulfillment, that they want to go on this new open path with you. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Hanged Man. I feel like this person has been holding space for you. Yeah. Just because I feel like you let them go. They had to go at the time. You've not committed yourself to anyone. You're dating. Maybe you have a friend that you hang out with. Maybe you have a +1 to go to a wedding with. But you're not calling anyone boyfriend or girlfriend. You're not calling anyone partner. And I feel like that's for a reason. 1, because you can't find anyone like this person, the soulmate. And 2, I feel like you're just kind of waiting for this person you've always had a knowing, right? A knowing that things were going to work out the way they should. A knowing. There we go. Pisces has the knowing. Yep, there it is. And you've always had the knowing that once the waiting period was over, that things were going to work out in your favor. And they are. And I think it's because you were strong enough to let someone out of your life and you did not chase them. You thought, okay, well, you're leaving, then I'm going to let you go, because we should be allowing the universe to give us what we need and also extract what is not for us. And if we keep chasing what is not for us, collective, we're going to get ourselves. That's when we start putting labels on and thinking that someone's our twin flame or our soulmate, and they really aren't. You think because you've put the You invest in the chase that they're supposed to be yours, and that's not the truth. Whatever you let go and comes back to you, when it comes back, it's yours. And that's why we let the bird out of the cage, so it can fly, and it can choose to come back if it wants to. Yeah. And if it comes back, then it really is yours. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Collective, for coming here and watching. If you're interested in a private read, please look below. There is a link there for Wizio. That's the only place that I'm booking right now. I love you guys. You take care. Love you. Bye-bye.